Oh, y'all, it's been a minute since I've been live on this thing. Usually I'm live on StreamYard, but let me do this. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. If you're new to our channel, welcome. This is the Sammie Nicole and FeeFee show. I'm Sammie Nicole. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Shout out to all the Capricorns. And I decided to just come live, y'all. Decided to come live, talk about my birthday, share some of the birthday goodies that I got with y'all. I'm going to go ahead and post this link on the community tab. Hey, Queen. Hey, Dr. Queen Lily. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So I am just going ahead and finding the link to post it in the community tab so the people can join. And then we got a lot to catch up on. So we're going to talk about birthday stuff. Thank you, Dr. Queen Lily. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. We got a lot to catch up on. We got a lot to get up in it. We got a lot to get into. All right. We got a lot. So let me go ahead and let everybody know that we're live. And then we're going to go ahead and get this party started. We're going to go ahead and get this party started. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. I hope everybody is having a great holiday season. You're resting. You're relaxing. I know I am. It's definitely much needed. So I'm super, super grateful for that. I hope you guys are doing the same. All right, let me go ahead and let the people know that we are live. Go ahead and put it in the chat so the people know what's going on. Hello, hello, hello. It's my birthday, period. Happy birthday to me. All right, let me find a little picture to post, a little thumbnail so people can catch it. And then we're going to go ahead and get into it, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Please hit the like button as you're coming in. If you're going to be catching a replay, please make sure you hit the like button as well. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Let me see. I'm trying to find something that I want to post. It's a thumbnail. Then we can go ahead and get it started. Okay, let me see. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's good enough. All right, y'all. All right. Hey, Jay Blake. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. I know you're a Capricorn as well, so sending you a happy birthday, early birthday to you, Jay. All right, y'all. So please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. And then now we can go ahead and get this thing on the road. Okay, so today's my birthday, December 30th. I'm 33. Super grateful, super happy to have made it another year. I had a good birthday. So, and happy birthday to all the Capricorns. I decided to do something different this year. So this year, I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw how there's like this challenge on TikTok where you do like the free gifts, what is it? The free food birthday challenge or whatever. So, you know, in the past I was like, oh, that's kind of corny. I ain't gonna do that. But I said, what the heck? Why not do it this year? So this year, excuse me, I went around to different places where I could get like free food, free desserts, free gifts, things of that nature, because I saw the trend on TikTok and I filmed every place I went to. So I'm gonna create like a little mini vlog and I'm gonna post it on here. But I just thought it would be fun to do. I saw people doing it on TikTok And I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. Like, you know, why haven't I done that before? So this morning I got a free venti drink from Starbucks. You do have to be a rewards member. And then also I got a free pancake from Snooze. For y'all know about the breakfast spot, Snooze. If you're a rewards member, you get a free pancake on your birthday. Of course, we all know about Starbucks. You get a free drink. Let me see. I also went to Publix for your birthday. If you have the app, Publix gives you a free either bar cake or a free gallon of Public or Green Wise ice cream. I also got a, let me see, Jay said, baby, I do it every year. They send me emails with my free birthday rewards. Yes, ma'am. See, Jay, my mama been telling me about it for years. But I was like, I want to do that. You know, I thought I was too good for it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was too good for it. I did. I ain't gonna lie. That's something I had to work on. But mama had been telling me about it for years, and she was like, yeah, you know, you need to sign up for these different rewards. You get free stuff on your birthday. And I was like, I ain't really trying to do all that. You know, I don't want that stuff. But this year I saw it on TikTok, and now I want to do it. So that's what I did. Let me see. So I got the bar cake from Publix. And then also I did I heard about Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. I didn't get a chance to get to that today, but I will do it. Soma, what is it? Soma Bra, the undergarment company. It's basically like the grown woman's version of Victoria's Secrets. Intimate garments, intimate wear. They have something for your birthday. I'm gonna check that out too. Trader Joe's, they have birthday flowers. So I'm probably gonna stop by Trader Joe's tomorrow because I forgot to stop by there today and get me some birthday flowers. And then also PF Chang's, you can either do a free appetizer or a free dessert from PF Chang's. So I did stop by the mall today and I got a free appetizer from PF Chang's. I got some veggie egg rolls. And then of course, I went to Cheesecake Factory. I got a free cheesecake. You do have to purchase something. So I just purchased like a drink because I didn't want no Cheesecake Factory today because I ate at Nordstrom. I got a free cheesecake. Yes, Ulta. I did get something from Ulta because I have a rewards from there, and I'll show what I got. I did stop by Sephora. Sephora gives you free birthday stuff as well, like Ulta, but they were sold out at my Sephora. I feel like in the predominantly, they always cheat us when it comes to like the goods and stuff. But so I'm gonna have to go back to Sephora to get something because they were out of all of the little birthday gifts. Every last one of them, they were sold out. So I didn't get anything from them, but I got something from PF Chang's. And then also I got the bundt cake. I got the reward for the bundt cake, so I'll do that. So those are just some of the places that I went to today to get my free birthday stuff. So that is a new tradition that I'm starting from this birthday on out. There were also some other places that I wanted to get something free from, like Cinnabon, Annie's Pretzels, Jersey Mike's. I think Jersey Mike's, they give you a free sub and a drink, but you have to have been a member for so long. So I'll do that next year because I usually don't eat at Jersey Mike's like that. But I may purchase something within this next year just so I can get something for my birthday. Because why not? So yeah, so those are some of the cool things I got. And then for today, usually I do like a birthday dinner. I have a winter birthday, so for those of us who are Capricorns or Aquariuses, you already know the drill, especially if you're a Capricorn and you have a birthday that falls between holidays, especially 2 holidays. So today is December 30th. This is 5 days after Christmas, 1 day before New Year's Eve. So you know, I'm used to, sometimes I have people to spend my birthday with, sometimes I don't. It's a busy time of year. It's a very expensive time of year. So a lot of times people are tapped out financially. And sometimes the weather is, you know, suitable and sometimes it's not. Like here today in Atlanta, the high was what, 40, 43 degrees, and we had a pretty strong wind today, hence the hat. So obviously I decided that instead of doing a birthday dinner and going out now where it's like around 30 degrees, I decided to do a birthday lunch today. While the sun was out, it was still cold, the wind was still blowing, but I decided to do lunch instead. Now some years, if the weather is a little bit warmer, I'll do dinner. But when it's cold like here, like it is today in Atlanta, I don't like to go out at night. Now, last week I was sick, so obviously I didn't want to chance it and go out at nighttime in 30-degree weather because I'm just getting over being sick from last week. So I decided to do lunch, and I went to Nordstrom, the cafe in Nordstrom. Shout outs to Queen. She told us about the one in Neiman, so I want to check that out next. But I had a really good time. Me and Mama went. We had the burger and the truffle fries. So good. Everything at Nordstrom's cafe is good. I know this past, was it this past summer or last summer, they had a salmon burger that was just chef's kiss. But it's not on the menu. It was a seasonal item, but that's what made me fall in love with our Nordstrom Cafe. So we went to Nordstrom's. We had lunch. This is the first year where we did lunch. Usually we do dinner. But it was pretty nice. I like doing lunch. I like doing lunch. Like I said, I just had one of those birthdays where I really just have to play it by ear by the year. You know what I mean? So definitely glad that I did lunch this year because it is so cold. Also, flu A is going around. I don't know. I mean, maybe some of you all or some of your family members, have unfortunately gotten sick. But the flu is going crazy out here. It's, across the U.S., but especially here in Georgia. So that's another reason why I'm not really trying to be around too many people if I don't have to. Like I said, I was just sick last week. I think I may have had COVID. So that's another thing that I have to keep in mind. So that's why I'm just kind of chilling. And I'm not playing because it's just too much going on, and I think I'm getting to that point where I'm gonna be pulling out my mask because it's getting real. It's getting real out here. So yes, I did that. Thank you, Queen. Queen said you're so classy. Thank you. So are you, Queen. Jay said yes, mine is exactly 7 days after yours, so I feel you. My grandson shares your birthday. Yes, my mom was telling me that. Happy birthday to your grandbaby. Yes, Queen said yes, their salmon burgers are good at Nordstrom. Very it girl living. Yes, Queen. Those salmon burgers are delicious. Yes, Jay. I'm thinking about putting my mask on. It's a lot of people getting sick around here, and Atlanta, we are good for some Christmas parties. It'd be like 50 million Christmas parties, 50 million New Year Eve parties. So if you are going out, y'all, I'm not speaking that over your life, but make sure you're taking your oil of oregano. You can either take the liquid form, dropping it in your water or your milk. Some people even drop oil of oregano in their milk. Some people say it's a little bit easier to digest. Or you can take the oil of oregano capsules. That's what I take. Make sure you're taking that. Make sure you stay on top of your zinc. Make sure you stay on top of your vitamin C. And also make sure you are consuming your electrolytes. So like putting your electrolytes in your water, your omega-3, because this flu is not a joke. It's putting a lot of people on their butts this season. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're going to be going out. Not saying you shouldn't enjoy the holiday season, but a lot of people are getting sick, like really, really sick. And the symptoms are pretty rough. Let me see. Queen said, I'm cooking salmon right now while listening to you, Queen. Oh, nice. I love me some salmon, Queen. I love me some salmon. Salmon is good. Jay said, they said this flu strain is bad. Yes, Jay, it's bad. So y'all, I'm making sure I'm staying on top of all those vitamins. I also take echinacea as well. So I know when I was sick, I was doubling up on my zinc, my vitamin C, my vitamin D, my electrolytes, and that really helped me to feel better. And I was drinking my Mountain Valley spring water. I don't know what it is, but whenever I get sick and I, make sure I consume a lot of spring water, especially that Mountain Valley spring water, I tend to get over it within at least 2 to 3 days. So just make sure you stay on top of your health, y'all, because this flu ain't no joke. And the ERs are backed up. Our health care is pretty much crumbling down, but that's a discussion for another day. So yeah, y'all, so that's pretty much what I did for today for my birthday. Let me see. So now let's get into some goodies. All right, so I did have a Nordstrom gift card that Santa blessed me with. So let's get into the goodies. All right, now first off, shout outs to Miss Rebecca at Nordstrom in Fifth Plaza. If you're from Atlanta and you know about Fifth Plaza, you know about Nordstrom, you're one of the girlies, you know Miss Rebecca, okay? She's an older, classy black lady that works in Nordstrom. She's very sweet, very kind. You can't miss her. Just look for the older, classy black lady with all the David Yurmans, okay? Just look for the black, classy, older lady with the David Yurman bracelets. That's Miss Rebecca, all right? So I went in there. I've talked to Miss Rebecca a few times because I do shop in Nordstrom. I'm a member. Mama is a member as well. And so, I was looking at the perfumes because I love perfumes, I was originally, when I went into Nordstrom after we got done having lunch, I was looking at Twilly's perfume. Anybody know about Twilly's? Twilly's Hermes? Chef's kiss. If you don't have Twilly Hermes a part of your collection, please consider looking into it, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now, you can get Twilly's from Nordstrom, or if you want to go on websites where they have it discounted, like Fragrance Net or perfume.com. Those are some other great alternatives as well if you don't want to go to Nordstrom. But I was already in Nordstrom. I had my gift card, so I said, why not get it from Nordstrom, okay? Twilly's Hermes. Now, they have different scents. They have Twilly Hermes Ginger, a lot of different scents. You can't go wrong. It smells so good, and it lasts all day, okay? Twilly's. TWILLY''S Hermes, all right? So, I told Miss Rebecca, shout out to Miss Rebecca, that it was my birthday. Baby, Miss Rebecca hooked your girl up, okay? Miss Rebecca did her big one. I said, Miss Rebecca, in my birthday, Miss Rebecca. Miss Rebecca said, say less. I got you. So I made my purchase, right? But after I made my purchase, she was like, do you see any other perfumes that you want to sample? I was like, you know what, Miss Rebecca, I do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. Miss Rebecca said, go ahead and grab them and I'll give you samples. Now, I thought Miss Rebecca was just going to give me one little cute little sample and call it a day. Miss Rebecca gave me 3 samples of all the different perfumes I wanted to try. Now, I purchased a perfume set, and then she also gave me a plethora of samples as well, and she wasn't cheap on it. She wasn't skimpy on it. Miss Rebecca blessed me. She did a big one. So I'm going to share and go through it with y'all. Okay. She was even nice enough to put my perfumes in this little bag and put a little ribbon. Isn't that cute? Now, when they in a good mood and you shopping with a good agent, they give you really great customer service. Miss Rebecca is always kind. She's always sweet. She always gives great customer service. This is very sweet. These are all the extra goodies that Miss Rebecca gave me for my birthday. How sweet, right? The presentation, usually they just give you the samples. They just throw it in your bag. Y'all know how they do. They give you the samples and they just be like, huh, here you go. And they go on about their business. But not Miss Rebecca. Again, she the older black lady with all the David Yurman bracelets, okay? You can't miss her. She's super sweet. So I'm going to open up the bag and we're going to go over all the things that she gave us, okay? So I purchased the replica perfume set. Now, let's see. Dr. Queen Lily said, I will go to her because of you. Did she give you a sample of YSL Libre Lenu? I love it, but Coco Chanel Mademoiselle is my favorite. Okay. I have those. Yeah, I have YSL Libre. Yes. And Chanel. Yes, I have those, Queen. Yes. Yes, Queen. She has great customer service. Miss Rebecca. Yes, please go see her. Yes, Jay said I'm going to pay her a visit for my birthday too. Check her out, y'all. Miss Rebecca. You can't miss it. She's the older black lady with a bunch of David Yurman bracelets. and they real. She usually at the perfume counter. She's there all the time. So Miss Rebecca did her big one. Let's go through. Okay, so I got the replica perfume gift set. Now, I have been hearing the girls on TikTok, Instagram talk about replica. I'm like, what is this replica? Like, what's all the hype about? You know what I mean? What's all of this about? So, of course, I did the tester and I fell in love with the replica. I got the Beach Walk, I believe that's what it's called. I'll read the title just to confirm. But it smells amazing, y'all. Absolutely amazing. So, she actually gave me a few more samples for replica. So she gave me the replica Afternoon Delight. I went through all of the different replica perfumes to see which ones I liked. And in addition to the Beach Walk, I like Afternoon Delight. So y'all, she gave me 2 of these of the Afternoon Delight. And then she also gave me From the Garden. She gave me 3 Afternoon Delights, which was very nice of her. 3. Usually they just give you 1 and tell you to go on about your be like, huh, go. At least in my experience. And then she gave me From the Garden replica. When I tell you, she hooked me up, y'all. She hooked me up. She gave me Springtime in the Park. This is replica. She gave me a bunch of replica samples, which I'm super grateful, because replica, if you know, replica it's a luxury perfume. It's very, 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 you know, it's up there. It's up there, okay? She gave me more Twilly. Again, it's Twilly. Twilly. Y'all, if y'all don't have Twilly, please add it to your perfume collection. If you like perfume, especially high-end perfumes, please check it out. Okay, again, you can get it from any luxury department store, or if you want to, you know, test it out, maybe get a smaller bottle. Maybe you don't want to pay, you know, the hundreds of dollars for it, then you can always go to FragranceNet or perfume.com, get a smaller bottle at a discounted price. It's usually it's like a tester that they sell, like the testers that they don't want to put in stores, they'll sell it, and it's much cheaper. That's why it's cheaper, because it's a tester, but it still comes full. All right, this is Twilly. She gave me more Twilly. I love Twilly. Love. Now, I originally, when I went into Nordstrom, I was going to buy more Twilly Hermes, but they were out of the particular scent that I like. So that's why I went with replica. I decided to step out of my box and try something new. You know, typically we're creatures of habits, and once we find something that we like it. So let me see. Yes, Queen said I would definitely use her. Jay said I wish I could wear all the different scents, but my allergies won't let me be great. Oh no. Yeah, it can kind of get to you sometimes. I try to make sure that I spray my perfume on my clothes so that it lasts longer. I try my best not to spray it on my skin. So I don't know, maybe see if that might help. Maybe, I don't know, it may still irritate you because your clothes touch your skin. I don't know, but that might be something you may want to try if you haven't already. Queen says she's not stingy. Stay with that sales rep. Oh, absolutely, Queen. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. She's not stingy at all. Miss Rebecca is very, very generous. So I'm staying with her. Some more Springtime in the Park. I mean, she gave me like 2-3 samples of each. She really did her big one. She did give me the Dolce & Gabbana My Devotion. So I'll be trying this out. This is the Dolce & Gabbana My Devotion. She gave me 3 of these. I mean, I got like 10 different samples. All right. She also gave me the Jo Malone Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt Body and Hand Wash. Oh, wow. Baby, you can't have this. Y'all hear her in the background talking some, let me have it. She gave me the Joe Malone. Now, Joe Malone wood sage and sea salt. This smells so good, y'all. This smells so good. Y'all hear FeeFee in the back talking about some, let me have one. Girl, bye. This is my birthday. Now, she was already on live earlier today talking about she gave birth 33 years ago and she feel like it's her birthday. It's my birthday. Y'all hear her in the back? Why are we like that? Why are we like that, y'all? We got to do better. How you going to say you want something somebody else's birthday? Pray for her, y'all. I did not know she gave me Joe Malone. I was like, ooh, this is a good scent, y'all. I have the, what is it? The 3.3 ounce. I got the big bottle of this. And the, peony flower. I got this scent for Joe Malone and the other one because I like expensive perfumes. I do. I like expensive perfumes. I like shoes. I like makeup. I like purses. I don't spare expenses on that. Yeah, this is a good scent. This was so sweet of her. She hooked me up. Okay, y'all. So we're going through the goodie bags together. Let me see what else Miss Rebecca done blessed me with. Oh, she gave me some Clinique lip gloss. Clinique. Jay Blake said FeeFee been cutting up today. She has. She gave me some Clinique lip gloss. And I love lip gloss. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see. But this is the Clinique lip gloss. It's got like a nice shimmer to it. How nice is this? Baby, Miss Rebecca blessed me, honey. She blessed me. Wow. Okay, and then she gave me, what is it? The Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. Do y'all know about this? I get my facial cleanser from my esthetician. So I'll probably get this to Mama. She can have this one.
Kid, y'all want that? I want that.
Y'all hear in the background?
Yeah, I want it.
So this is the cleanser. I don't really know about this cleanser. Queen Lily said, yes, that's expensive. Okay. So I'm going to give this to my mama because I usually, like I said, I have a black esthetician here in Atlanta. Shout outs to Morgan Rakely Skincare. She is a black woman, black owned esthetician. She does Summer Walker. She does Notori Naughton. Pretty much anybody in black Hollywood, who's who, she does them. She does the socialites here in Atlanta as well. And she does a great job. So yeah, these are all the stuff that Miss Rebecca blessed me with. So shout outs to Miss Rebecca. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. May God bless you. May he keep you. So if you guys are ever in Fifth Plaza and, you know, as soon as you walk in, if you're going through the Nordstrom entrance, please tell Miss Rebecca, the birthday girl from December 30th, Sammie, told me to come shop with you, so I'm coming. She is a great sales rep, and I really appreciate her. Her humility, her kindness, her generosity. So yes, thank you, Miss Rebecca. Again, she is the older, classy black lady with a bunch of David Yurman bracelets. That's Miss Rebecca. All right. Hey, Mai Tai. Thank you. We just talking about birthday. We going over the gifts, and then we're gonna get into a little mess afterwards because we got a lot to talk about. It's a lot going on in the world. Like Nesto says, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Oh, also, this is my cheesecake that I got. I love Reese's Pieces chocolate cake. So this is my Reese's Pieces chocolate cake cheesecake. This is my favorite. All right, so this is what I purchased. This is the replica gift set. Now, personally, I think that Nordstrom, they have some really good gift sets. So I love to, like, if I'm going to purchase something, I like to get the gift sets. But this is replica. This is Beach Walk. This smells so good, y'all. This smells so good. This is the 100 ml, 3.4 ounce. It smells so good. So I got the full bottle, and then I got the travel spray. It smells really good. This is a French line of perfume, like a lot of them are. So I'm really excited. It smells so good, y'all. When I sprayed this in the store, I fell in love with it. I was like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. So I'm glad I chose to step outside the box. Oh wait, y'all, she gave me some more samples. Miss Rebecca gave me some more samples. These are the, what is these samples?
Dior.
This is the Dior sample. I forgot the name of it, but she gave me 3.
Dior.
Miss Dior. She gave me Miss Dior. Miss Dior. This is more of a, I would say more of a like a woodsy kind of smell. It smells really good though. And this is Miss Dior. So I made over like a fat rat with Miss Rebecca. So please shop with Miss Rebecca if you ever go to Fifth Plaza. When you go to Fifth Plaza in Nordstrom. So those are the things that I treated myself with my for my birthday. So yeah, y'all. Some really good stuff. All right, so with that being said, y'all, well, I got a few more other things that we need to talk about. Yes, queen, very blessed, yes ma'am, absolutely. All right, y'all, so that's what I got. I'm super excited to spray this beach walk. I definitely will probably, I don't know, I'll probably keep the travel size in my purse. I don't know about y'all, but I have like little mini spray bottles that I bought off of Amazon. So I think I may pour this, like once this runs out, I'll start pouring some of this into like my little mini travel spray bottles that I bought off of Amazon that are reusable. They're made out of glass so that I can always have a travel size. But this smells so good. It smells really good. This is Beach Walk. If you're looking to try a new fragrance, check this out. All right. So now that we got that out the way, y'all. All right. There's some other stuff I need to talk to y'all about. All right. First things first, we gotta catch up. This Nesto thing. I'm feeling like Nesto. These people taking their time with him. These people taking their time with Nesto. He said it would be, what, 3 to 5 years until he had his official trial date in court. And he was right. I don't know what's going on. It's getting to the point where I'm like, damn, when are y'all gonna get this ball rolling? Yes, my time. It's a slow moving train. Jay Blake said a hot mess. I'm siding with Nesto. Like, when are they gonna get this going? Yes, Jay. She said, spoke it into existence. He did. It's like he is not a priority at all. And I'm just like, y'all, we coming up on year 4. He got locked up in what? June of 2022? We going into 2026, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. But I'm starting to agree with Nesto. Like, I'm actually starting to see what he's talking about. Like, they are literally slow walking him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he served 5 years and then he goes to court. I just wouldn't. This is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, Thug got his trial and out. Cecil, the guy who unalived Tangi, rest in peace, he done went to court and got more word back and more clarity on his case than Nesto did. And he unalived somebody. So I don't know this is crazy, y'all. Jay said he ran his mouth so much when Boney tell the universe is giving him the business. It is, because it's just like a standstill. It's like he's just in like like sinking sand. I don't know. It's just there's no movement. It's like, what's going on? When are we gonna get some type of resolution or a real, a court date is set? Everybody's excited about the court date, and then it gets pushed back, and it's just like, what's going on? It's like they got him sitting like a hot potato, just sitting, and there's no movement. I don't know. My types of him, ponytail, and hippie Hoover caused it to take this long. Karma. It's just wild to me, y'all. It's wild to me. It's like we've been talking about this for 4 years now. For 4 years. I mean, time flies. Time flies. It truly is of the essence. And we have not gotten nothing. Nothing. So, I don't know, y'all. I mean, I'm going to continue to follow it, but I'm more, intrigued with what's going on with Cecil and the guy who unalived Tanji. And Manny Fresh, she done went down to visit Cecil. I mean, she just playing with fire. Playing in that man's face. And his family then already said they on her ass. They looking out for her. And she playing with fire. I mean, it ain't nothing for them to hop on that expressway and ride up to Covington, Georgia. Or Conyers, wherever she at. She playing with fire. Because that's a real unaliver right there. Cecil ain't no joke. Jay said, I'm ready for the trial, but I don't feel any sympathy for Nesto. Yeah, it's just like, wow. Like, it's no motion with him.
Yeah, I don't think nothing gonna happen in February.
I don't think nothing gonna happen in February either with Nesto. I don't. I think they're gonna push it back to the spring or summer. I really do. I'll be shocked if they don't push his February date to spring or summer of 2026. Because I'm just like, nothing is moving. But yeah, Manny is really playing with fire going up there to visit Cecil. Yes, Jay, I think she is going to F around and find out. I do.
She said she's trying to get content. I see her on Bonnie.
I don't think it's worth getting content to put your life in danger.
Bonitail was out today. Bonitail looked sick.
Mama said Manny and Bonitail was out today. She looked sick.
Bonitail looking sick.
I don't know.
She's not doing well.
She got to take care of herself. I don't know. She said Mama said she looked like she ain't doing well, y'all. I don't know. I ain't putting that out there. But I think Manny needs to be careful with Cecil. His family are enablers, in my opinion. And, he got some family members that are just as unhinged as he is. And I think that her going up there to visit him like that is playing a dangerous game. I just don't think that was smart to go visit him. I don't even think he knew what she looked like until she went to go visit him. Cecil didn't even know what Manny looked like. His family knew what she looked like, but Cecil did not know what she looked like. So I feel like that was stupid. Hey, call me darling. Thank you again for the Cash App. I appreciate you. I thought that was very stupid of Manny to go visit Cecil because he didn't know what she looked like. And again, I think that was very dangerous. And I feel like that just gives his people, if they wanted to do something, not speaking that, not putting that in the atmosphere, but if Cecil family wanted to do something to Manny, they would have, some grounds in their mind to do so. Because she's going up there visiting him. She's trying to interview him, basically inserting herself in his case like she did with Nesto, like she tried to do with Thug. And I just think she playing with fire with them people. I think that was real stupid and really dangerous to do, all for some content, just for you to get 400, 500 views. I think that was dumb. Yes, Jay said, I don't have any desire to sit in the face of an unaliver. I don't either.
And giving him a platform.
I don't either. I think she pushes the envelope too far. and it's dangerous. Dr. Queen Lily said she better leave those people alone. I agree. I agree. Because his family member on one of the calls, if y'all been listening to the calls, you know, they weren't too happy about her talking about Cecil in the first place. So, yeah, Calm Me Down says she's too close to home for that mess. She is. She is. And I think she playing with fire. And it ain't nothing for somebody to ride up there to Conyers or Covington to do something to her or to catch her when she's in the city. You know, she goes live all the time and lets you know where she's at. I just think that's dangerous for her to do that.
I'm going to the Fulton County Courthouse.
Yeah, I just think that's dangerous. Going to visit that man, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Well, she said she went up there to ask for Tangy stuff, to ask him what Tangy stuff belongings was.
That ain't her place to ask him where Tangy stuff is. No. So I'm not. I understand making content. I'm a content creator. I get it. The clicks, the views, it matters to an extent, but not for safety. Not for safety. And I just think sometimes people take it too far. Too far. And that's what hurts her credibility. She inserts herself into the story instead of being, you know, a commentator, a spectator, and watching it. She likes to jump into the story, and that's her problem. That's her problem. She needs to stop doing that. All right. Another thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Yes, Queen, she said she's desperate. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mai Tai said, why can't she just report the facts? Facts. I don't understand, Mai Tai. It's like, even when this Nesto case first broke, she was down there at Panay's shop trying to get pictures of Sheridan and Shirley Strawberry. You know what I mean? She just takes it too far. And I feel like, unfortunately, I don't want to speak this into nobody's life, but she's not going to learn her lesson till somebody pop her in the face. Somebody going to have to pop her in the face. She going to have to get popped again. I don't want to put it out there. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm just speaking, you know, this is just common sense. Eventually, somebody going to go, mink, mink, mink. Mink, mink, mink. Mink, mink, mink. You cannot be playing. This ain't the time to be playing with people. A lot of people are on edge right now. You know, it don't take much to irritate people. People have always been on edge, but they are even more so on edge now. You know, this ain't the time. This ain't the time to be, yeah, Jay, this is not the time to be doing no weird-ish. This ain't the time, you know? And that man Cecil family already talking like they'll meet if they catch in the street. You know, between them cousins, Keisha and them, and Keisha, Tamika, and Peanut, she better watch her back. Between Keisha, Peanut, and them, she better watch her back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because they look like they some real Atlanta country street folk that'll get it popping. From Augusta country. They from what, Augusta in Atlanta. They look like they'll get it started. They look like they'll run up on and mink. So she need to leave it alone. She need to leave it alone. Leave people alone, y'all. Leave people. Just report on the stuff and leave it be. You don't have to go above and beyond. People not gonna appreciate that. Okay, it's not worth your life. It's not worth your safety. Okay, them bill payers ain't paying bills like that for you to be doing all of that. Okay, them bill payers ain't paying bills like that for you to be doing all of that. Okay, it's not. All right. So yes, my son. She said Sammie cracking me up with the mink. Yeah, she ain't gonna be happy till Peanut and Keisha run up on her. Let me see. Jay Blake said she's another one that get no sympathy from me. I mean, it would be something that she brings on herself. I'm not saying anybody deserves to be mink, but you asking for it. You asking for it. You can't be running up on people. And then you know how people feel about their family. Let's talk about that too. With this whole Cecil situation, he definitely comes from a family that enables him, that make excuses for him. Like a lot of men, I'm just going to say it. They had these mothers that, infantilize them, make excuses for them, never really fully hold them accountable, and then they get really protective and defensive over them when they get in trouble. And that's pretty much how Cecil mama and his cousins are, right? So they don't just look at what he does, but they look at what the whoever he's dealing with, the woman in his life does, and they want to place blame on the woman as well. And I feel like with Manny, she's no different. You know what I mean? And so they're looking at her like she's an issue, like she's somebody they need to be defensive towards. I wouldn't put it past them to, show aggression towards her. I mean, they've already been talking about it, and I just think she needs to be careful, because for whatever reason, thank you, Nappy John. Thank you. I appreciate it. For whatever reason, they're extremely defensive over him. And I just think she needs to leave that family alone. Clearly, this family, they're not in their right mind. None of them are. None of them are mentally stable. I mean, just if you've been listening to the phone calls, you can tell. And so I think she just need to leave it alone and back up. It's too close from home. I know somebody said in her chat she should probably be like following stories outside of Georgia. And I agree. I personally think she should step away from the stories in Georgia and follow stories outside the state. And I get it. Manny is trying to be on her phone calls from prison, but Shay is just dropping the calls and going on about her business. She may throw in a little funny clip. If they talk about a song, she'll throw the clip of a song in or a little funny meme, but then she goes on about her business. Manny is going down to the jail and trying to interview the said criminal, the accuser, the person that's being accused of a crime. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jay said, and she should know better. She's a silly woman. Yes, my tie said she better tread lightly. Yes. And then speaking of that, I hollered when Nesto told her not to bring her ass back down into that jail. I hollered when Nesto told her not to bring her ass back down to that jail. That was funny. That was funny. And she think that Nesto telling her not to come back down because he want to look out for her. But he tired of her. And she already played in his face trying to get him to read out loud. The bitch thinks she funny. The bitch thinks she funny. Now, why would you ask him to try to read something out loud, bitch? And you know he can't even articulate himself. The bitch thinks she funny, and that's another reason why she gonna get meek. Cause the bitch try to be funny. Why would you ask somebody to read out loud and they struggle with pronunciation? Bitch, stop playing. That's another reason she gonna get meek, cause she play too much. Now, bitch, if you know I can barely talk, why would you ask me to read out loud? I'm already in a tough situation, and you want to be funny so you can get clicks and views. Bitch, you... Yeah, and I gotta watch my back around these YNs. And bitch, you want to be funny and use me for laughs, for clicks and views, and have me read out loud. Really, bitch? And that's why she gonna get meek, because she play too much. She play too much. And I can't stand people like that. I can't stand people like that. The bitch thinks she funny. And that's what I'm saying. She ain't gonna be happy till she get popped in the face. Cause why would you ask somebody to do that? Just messy. I'm already down bad. I'm already stressed out. I'm already depressed. I already gotta watch my back so these YNs don't take me out. You wanna be funny and ask me to read out loud. Bitch, go on somewhere. I'm glad he told her ass that. Don't come back up here.
He sent a message through Sonya.
Through Sonya, yes. Told her don't bring your ass back up here. Cause he might not be able to articulate himself, but one finesser can recognize another finesser. Yeah. Like if you a scammer or a finesser, you know how to recognize people who are of the same who are on the same frequency as you are. And she was trying to be funny to get clicks and views, to get her YouTube back up.
So don't bring your ass back up here no more.
Yeah. And I don't blame him. Now, I don't blame Nesto for that. I don't blame him. As a fellow Capricorn, we don't like people playing in our face. And she playing in his face. Playing in his face for them 30 minutes. That wasn't cool. So I don't blame him on that. She's trying to get clicks and views. Because she's not making as much money anymore because the YSL trial is over. So the YouTube checks is not as big. So let me see. Jay said, hell, she can't read her damn self. She don't know he can't read. That's true. That was hilarious when she was trying to read them documents. That's true. She can barely read herself.
And she be trying to get him to read. That be going down. You read.
Yeah, it's a mess.
You read.
Mata said, then she looks like what I do. Right. No, she being facetious. It's messy. She messy.
Did I do anything wrong? That's what she said.
She a messy bitch.
She messy.
That's a messy bitch right there. And that's why people want to put their hands on you when you be messy. When you be messy, that's why people want to go meek, because you be messy like that. I can't stand a messy. She messy. Got a messy spirit and then got the nerve to talk about God and Jesus. Some of the most messiest people be the main ones talking about God and Jesus and God and Jesus and be messy as hell. Let me see. Jay says, show don't, and we forgive you, but you'll never have access to us ever again. I don't and have never fooled with that woman. Yes. It was Capricorns. We don't like that. We do not like that at all. Okay. So another thing I want to talk to y'all about. Did y'all see Jamal Bryant's family Christmas photos that he did with his new wife, Queen? Did you see that, Queen? Did you see Jamal Bryant with Dr. Carriana? I know how she go by Carrie, but I like to call her by her full name, Carriana, and his 3 daughters. We got one at FAMU, one at Spelman, and one at Hampton. Did you see that picture he took with them? Now, Queen, beautiful pictures, but why did he leave out his other kids? He has at least 3-4 other kids outside of the 3 he has by his ex-wife, Giselle Bryant, from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Why were they the only ones in the picture? Y'all see that picture? Y'all let me know in the chat. I'm not trying to be messy. I just felt like, how come they get to be in the family photo, but the other 3 to 4 children weren't? Where were they at? And why couldn't they make the photo shoot? Y'all Google Jamal Bryant family photo. Also, did y'all see the podcast that Jamal did with the 3 daughters? Now, his oldest daughter, she came out last year as bisexual. The one that go to FAMU, Grace. And then he got his twins. The two other ones are his twin girls. And he was basically interviewing them and talking to them. And he was basically saying, I'm paraphrasing, he was just like, I wanted to show y'all what it's like for your father to be in a healthy, committed relationship. So that's why I decided to get married. Yeah, Queen, she's bi. On the show Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle revealed that Grace, his oldest daughter, is bisexual, and they were a part of the LGBT plus parade. But yeah, that's her business. No judgment. That's her life. But yeah, so that's some new info for you, Queen. But yeah, so he did a podcast interview with his 3 daughters, and they all had on their college paraphernalia, including Jamal. He went to Morehouse. He's the Morehouse man. And he was basically saying, yeah, I just wanted to show you girls what it was like for your father to be in a healthy, loving relationship. And I just wanted you all to see me loving a woman and being in a healthy relationship. Baby, the way them girls was side-eyeing Jamal behind, I holler. If y'all have not seen the clips of the podcast interview Pastor Jamal Bryant did with his daughters, please check it out. It was hilarious. But you could just tell they was just looking at him like, okay, daddy, like, we know how trifling you were to our mother. You had multiple children, throughout your marriage to our mother. and whatever, daddy. But I just thought that was hilarious the way they were side eyeing Jamal, like hilarious. But that's what he said. That was one of the reasons why he married Dr. Cariana, because he wanted to give his daughters a good example and show them, what it's like for a man to love a woman in a healthy and positive manner, and to show them something to, what they should look for in a man. But I'm like, Grace is bi. Grace may not even marry a man. She may marry a woman. That's her business. But I think it's all for PR. I definitely think that Jamal and Dr. Cariana are Atlanta socialites. And somebody, and which is nothing wrong with that. And somebody said in the chat, let me see. So Jay said, yes, I saw that outfit from the mayor's event too. Yes, yes, yes. Queen said, yes, I saw it. Carrie is cosplaying Giselle lately. A lot of filter used too. Yeah, she been using the filter. Cute woman, very attractive. Very, very attractive. Queen said he's not an example, and that's shading Giselle too. Yeah.
He was shady Giselle.
I definitely think it was passive aggressive towards Giselle for sure, Queen. It definitely was passive aggressive. I agree. Now, Dr. Cariana, I did like her dress to the mayor's ball. I know she's gotten a lot of pushback for it because it was like it was a flesh tone bodysuit she had underneath garment. But I thought it looked really nice. But she got a lot of pushback because people said that it wasn't appropriate for a first lady. But when she first married Jamal, I think it was last year, she said on her Instagram that she wasn't going to be the typical first lady. That wasn't who she was. So I wasn't really surprised at how she was dressed. I thought she looked great. But I'm not really surprised how she dressed. I think that Carrie and Jamal, they're more Atlanta socialites slash activists than they really are like a pastor and first lady. You know, I feel like their real passion and interest is in being socialites. Not that that's it's wrong, but I just feel like they lean towards that than they do being in the church. Yeah, in my opinion. I just think being a pastor and being a first lady is how to put this? It's basically like a vessel to get them to where they want to be, which is socialites and activists in the black community. It's just a means to an end, I think. Let me see. Queen said Carrie is cosplaying Giselle, the hair, the makeup. I liked her dress, but she's been Instagram modeling a long time. Yeah, and she got her body done too, like the Instagram models. Queen said they want a reality show. I definitely think they're aiming for a reality show, and they may get it.
So too, Queen.
I think they aiming for a reality show. I agree, Queen. I definitely think they're aiming for a reality show. They're definitely moving like they want a reality show. Even like with the little reels that they do, like they do like a lot of behind the scene reels of like their life. So like when they travel, when they go to different events, and you can tell it's almost like a little mini reality TV show. So I definitely think they are moving a certain way, and they're moving strategically so that they can eventually get a reality TV show. I definitely can see that. I can see that because he's been on reality TV before. So I definitely think they're positioning themselves. Jay said, after I saw it was flesh color, I was like, oh, okay. She got a lot of pushback for that dress. She looked good though, but it's not first lady. But she said she's not going to be your average first lady. She said that when they first got married. Queen said, yep, you're right. A means to an end. Yeah. My side said, I agree with Queen. Tap, tap the screen. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button.
It's a gift goal, too.
Yes, it's a gift goal, too. So please, yes, we set a gift goal. So please hit the like button. If you are watching the replay, please make sure you go back and watch the replay. Please, please, please go back and watch the replay. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment to engage with us as well, all right? You see, Queen says she has to watch Giselle on TV, so she wants to be on TV. She has a goal. Yeah.
And I was saying the same thing. She
Yeah.
started to look like Giselle a little bit with her hair.
But I noticed that because one of their twins just crossed into AKA. She just crossed. And Carrie is an AKA, and we know Giselle is an AKA. And it just seemed like even at the event, I forgot the name of it. At the probate, it seemed a little distance between them. Like I don't know how well her and Giselle get along. I don't think the girls.
They don't get along. Giselle don't get along with Carrie.
Okay. Okay, y'all heard her in the background. She said they don't get along. I definitely don't think the girls really care for her, for Carrie. I think maybe, they're starting to warm up to her a little bit, but of course they love their mom. They're going to be on their mama's side. I don't think Giselle likes Carrie. I don't. And I don't think Carrie gives a damn. I don't think she cares. So, there's that. But I definitely can see them aiming for a reality TV show. I mean, Jamal loves the attention. He loves to be in the spotlight. So I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening for sure. For sure. Because Carrie definitely kind of gives me that Real Housewives kind of feel. So I can see it. So we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them on our TV screens in 2026 or 2027. Queen said Carrie is destiny swapping with Giselle. You think so, Queen? You think she's trying to destiny swap with Giselle?
That's deep.
That's deep, Queen. That's deep. Destiny swap? Wow. I'll drink to that. I don't know. I can definitely see her on Real Housewives. Now, if she come on that Real Housewives of Atlanta, Queen, I'ma scream. If Dr. Cariana come on that Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'ma scream. That'll for sure be trying to destiny swap if she joined RHOA. And who knows, she may even be getting proposition to join because they're definitely looking for people. I know they're thinking about even bringing Nene back to Real Housewives of Atlanta because they're so desperate to get the viewership back because the show is not doing well. It's Married to Medicine, and then it's Real Housewives of Potomac that's popping on Bravo. Real Housewives did very poorly last season, so let me see. Queen says she's morphing into Giselle. The hair, makeup for her, some veneers because Giselle has natural, beautiful teeth, etc.
Giselle is prettier than naturally beautiful.
Yeah, Giselle is stunning.
Yeah, without all that.
Yeah, Carrie is really cute. She's very attractive. Giselle is stunning. Yeah, she's super stunning. She is. She can be a bitch, but she's stunning. Won't take that away from her. I mean, she's absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous. She is. But that's not to compare the ladies, but, it is what it is. Do y'all think Jamal gonna act right with Dr. Carrie? I'm not being messy. I'm just asking a question. Do y'all think Jamal gonna act right?
Do y'all think...
My side said I'm team green eye bandits. Okay, my side already picked her. My time talking some nah.
Do y'all think that it is one woman that'll make a man like Jamal act right?
So if y'all didn't hear Mom, you might as well come sit right next to me if you ain't gonna be on camera. Just sit right here so they can hear you. You ain't gotta be on camera. She in her role with her roller, so she just gonna sit right here.
Tell them when I got on.
You might as well sit right here. They hear you in the background talking.
Look.
Here she go. Listen, y'all. She gonna ask a question. She ain't gonna come on camera. She gonna talk though.
Look, y'all think with a man like Jamal, it's a woman out there that can change him. Jamal's history. a man that has a history like Jamal, do you think a woman can come along and change him? No. That's who he is.
He a Gemini too.
That's who he is. Jamal. It's just a matter of time.
Hey, KM Falk. Hey, she said, yes, I hope so. Queen said he won't act right. Queen say Tasha K say he got a girl in Miami. Nah, Queen. Queen.
I told y'all.
Wait, Queen. What Tasha K say this?
I told y'all. It's the man. It ain't got nothing to do with the woman that the next woman that come along, how pretty, how fine she is. If the man ain't got no character, if the man is a piece of, he ain't gonna do right. I don't care what woman come into his life.
A woman in Miami, Queen.
I told you. I knew it.
Queen.
He just hoish and like women. And that's some men are just like that.
She said no, because he has plenty of smart, attractive women he would not do right. Nappy John said maybe a woman therapist. Queen said no, not a girl, a girl. Oh. Like a girl. Oh, Queen, no. Everything we say is allegedly. We don't know these people.
Put that in the chat.
Somebody put that in the chat. I forgot to put out the disclaimer. It's been so many since I went on. We've gone live on camera. We usually go live on StreamYard.
Put that in the chat.
Everything we not GIRL, but GURL. That everything we say is alleged. Thank you, Queen. Queen put allegedly in the chat. Thank you. Everything we say is allegedly. This is for entertainment purposes only. We don't know these people. We just shooting the breeze. We just shooting the breeze. We don't know these people. It's my birthday. It's a birthday celebration. I'm just having fun. I'm just kicking it. I'm just talking. We don't know these people. We just having a kiki. It's my birthday. We just having fun. Thank you. Everything we say is allegedly. Hey, Miss Mad About Music. Everything we say is allegedly.
What, Queen?
Oh, Lord. Now, my homegirl, one of my homegirls is a flight attendant for Delta. Okay, this is not allegedly. One of my homegirls is a flight attendant for Delta. Okay. She's up there. She's been a flight attendant for a very, very long time with Delta, okay? Again, my homegirl, she is a flight attendant with Delta. One day she was working a shift and she happened to be working first class. And guess who was in first class? Jamal Bryant, Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant. She did say he was very metrosexual. She said he was very metrosexual. Nothing wrong with a man being metrosexual, but she said he was very metrosexual. A little dainty, a little soft. That was her observation. That don't necessarily mean nothing. That's just what she said. The mannerisms. The mannerisms. That was her observation when she was serving him in first class on Delta. Hey, Mary Mills. That don't necessarily have to mean nothing, but she said he's very metrosexual. And she said very. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yes, Queen said, we don't know these boogers. No, we don't. Jay said, everything we say is alleged. The commentaries for entertainment purposes only. We don't know these people. Correct. We don't know these people. My Ty said, how you doing? That's what she said it was kind of given. She said it was the mannerisms. I said, well, what would make you say he's metrosexual? He's a well-dressed man. Nothing wrong with being well-dressed. She said it was the mannerisms.
I heard Jay to my head in his voice.
That part is not allegedly. So I don't know. You know who, and it ain't my business. But that was just her observation. I didn't ask her for that. She just volunteered that information. Queen said he told Cam he has pretty legs. He did tell Cam Newton he had pretty legs. I saw that clip. Cam had on his shorts when he did the interview with him, and he did. My time said, I can see that. Thank you, Mary Mills. Jason, I hear it in his voice. Queen said he sits girly, holds his hand girly, he dressed girly, but Giselle said he healthy down there, but some of them are girls.
Not hold his hands, girly.
She said he was very metro, very. She did. My friend, my homegirl, did say that. She did say that. Let me see. She said, "Tell Fee stop co-signing in the background." Queen said, "Carrie has to see it. I know it's all over him. A straight man would never tell a man that ish." Yeah. No, he won't. No. But to each his own. So when my homegirl told me that, I was like, okay, interesting. Interesting. Because, you know, nowadays they try to put that on everybody. But when she told me that, I was like, okay. You know, where there's smoke, there's fire, but I'm going to mind my business. Jay said, I think that's why he be messing with so many women trying to prove something. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point.
And they say, and, you know, usually, I know, like, sometimes when I'm scrolling on TikTok and I'll see, like, gay men, they'll be like, how to know if a man is DL. And they always say, every gay man that I see who give tips, they always say if he has like multiple children by multiple women, that's an indicator if he's dealing with multiple women. So, you know, the Cam Newtons, the Nick Cannon, the Futures, that's a way to, you know, that's usually a telltale sign. They have multiple children by multiple women. They're going from woman to woman because they're trying to prove something, Jay, or trying to hide something. So, I have heard a lot of gay men say that it's kind of like one of the telltale signs to tell if a man is DL or trade. I don't know. Queen Lily said, yes, multiple children, multiple women, DL, allegedly. So I don't know. But speaking of DL, that's a perfect segue. What's going on with Tyler Perry, y'all? Let's segue into Tyler Perry. Now, first off, let me say that despite how you may feel about his work, his body of work, Tyler Perry is a force to be reckoned with. You can't take that away from him. Even if yes, everything we saying is allegedly. Thank you, Dr. Queen Lily. Even if you don't like Tyler Perry's work, you're not a fan of it. Yes, everything is allegedly correct. Everything we saying is allegedly. Even if you're not a fan of Tyler Perry, he's a force to be reckoned with. He is a force to be reckoned with. And, you know, some of his work is good. Some of it is questionable. But he's a force to be reckoned with. And so I just want to acknowledge that before I segue into this and give Tyler Perry his flowers, because I know people are always like, as Black people, all we do is tear each other down. We never give each other credit. You know, the white man. So I'm going to put that out there, that Tyler Perry is a force to be reckoned with. He's amazing at what he does, whether you like it or not. You know, he is that in his industry. He is. And he's helped a lot of people. So I just feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. This is the second man that's come out. The second, like, you know, man of Latino heritage that's come out accusing Tyler of sexual assault and sexual battery. And I just feel like, you know, I was talking to Mama, where there's smoke, there's fire, allegedly. Everybody can't be lying. I'm not saying people don't lie and try to, you know, go for a money grab, but come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And we was just talking about Tyler this summer from the first lawsuit, and now we on the second one. I don't know.
Oh, screenshots and text messages between him and the last.
Let me see. My side said, they say there are screenshots of text between him and the last guy, and the guy was asking for money. Yeah. And I heard about that, my side. And then the guy put out a statement and said, many times where people are involved in an abusive relationship dynamic, they will tend to be polite, because that's just sometimes a modality or aspect of being in an abusive dynamic to help them cope or get through the dynamic. I don't know. Queen said Christian Keys too. I definitely think Christian Keys was dealing and then they fell out. I think that's part of what happened allegedly, but I think there's a little bit more to it. I think that Christian Keys is kind of dabbled and dabbled a little bit. That's just my opinion, allegedly. Um, I think he's dibbled and dabbled. I think he might be a little fluid. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But he fine though. He fine. Queen said, I know someone, but he was with for a car and a condo. And it sounds like he's been doing the same with these guys, giving them a car, giving them the place to stay, a condo. So that's like his MO. Jay said he definitely kept going back over that man's house, just like the other guy. I personally, in my opinion, I think that Tyler Perry has a kink for turning out straight men. I think he has a kink. And he keeps going after these men. If you look at the text message, it's like somebody awkwardly trying to like test the waters and flirt to kind of see like what's up with it. You know what I mean? Like it's very awkward, and you can tell, and it comes off very like desperate, you know. It's just really weird. I just definitely think he has a kink, because he could easily get him a gay boy toy and do his thing and not have to worry about this. He can easily find him a hot young Latino boy toy that he has on payroll, make him sign an NDA, and they do what they do. But I really think he has a fetish for dominating men and turning them out. I'm like, in my opinion, if I was Tyler Perry's friend or advisor, I would tell him, find a gay boy that you can hire and put on payroll, and y'all can role play if you have a kink, because he's it's one thing for him to be attracted to men, but he has like this obsession, allegedly, this fixation on turning men out. Like it's not necessarily the act of being intimate with a man. I think he obviously likes that too, but I think it's like the chase. It's the being able to turn somebody out, being able to pursue somebody and conquer them and get them to turn his way. I think that's what turns him on and get him going. I think that's what really does it for him. And it's just like, just hire somebody. Like, just hire some young boy toy who you can role play with, and y'all can play like that. Because that's obviously something you get off on. Because why are you wasting your time with these men who you think they might be gay, but they're not quite comfortable with it, or they're not quite out and loud and proud about it, but you still want to pursue them anyway? It's like, why do you keep doing that when you can easily just get you somebody that's openly gay or just down with it? And I know some people were saying in the chat, you know, some abuse people turn to abuse. Yeah, and he was abused as a child. He was abused as a child, and you know, he still carries a lot of trauma from that, obviously, which is unfortunate. But I just felt like when you have so much to lose, like Tyler, you can't keep being this reckless. You can't be. You just can't. Queen said his energy is like the colonizers. Role play will not work for his fetish. That's what Queen said. I just feel like he's too up here to be making these choices. It's no excuse. Just hire somebody, and if that's what you're into, you can do that. But I just think allegedly where there's smoke, there's fire. And then you got people like Fantasia coming out. Soon as the story came out about his second accuser, Fantasia comes out and talks about how kind Tyler has been to her, how he been a lifesaver. And it's like, you know, people can be good to you and not good to somebody else. Like, we're not a monolith. You know, we have many sides to us. And I just get annoyed when people do that. I'm not saying that he hasn't done a lot of great things, because he has, but two things can be true at the same time, you know? And I don't know. Maybe his accused, I think he's suing Tyler for $77 million. It could very much so be about money too, I think. I think it definitely could also be about money too. I'm not negating that fact. But I also think where there's smoke, there's fire. And Tyler gotta address some things. He gotta tighten up. He gotta tighten up. If you want to role play and play hide the booty, you need to find people who are comfortable with that. You need to find people who are going to consent to that. If you want to play hide and go get the booty, you need to find people who are okay with that. You need to have consent. Yes, Queen, hide the pussy. Yes. Find people who are okay with that, and y'all do what y'all do. As long as y'all grown, y'all giving consent, that's y'all business. But it's got to be with somebody that's consenting to it. I would also advise you make them sign an NDA and make them sign an agreement that these are the terms, the rules of engagement to protect yourself. You know, there are a lot of affluent people out here who have certain fetishes, who have certain desires, and they get NDAs. Look at Candy and Todd. Candy and Todd, they do threesomes. That's not allegedly. Candy said it herself. Candy said she had a threesome earlier this year, I think. Candy and Todd have threesomes. But Candy said out her own mouth, Candy Burrs Tucker from RHOA, she make them sign NDAs. When her and Todd would have threesomes with other women, those women would have to sign NDAs. So they couldn't be out there telling Candy and Todd bedroom business. And I feel like that's the way Tyler needs to move. Tyler needs to stop being cheap and pay to play and make these people sign NDAs so he can protect himself. And have them sign a written agreement. So that way he can play hide the pussy in peace and not have to go through all of this. Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And I bet you that guy was probably playing coy like the first guy so he can get the gifts. I'm not saying that the guy probably wasn't playing the little games with Tyler to get them gifts. I'm not saying that. But come on, Tyler. It's your responsibility to protect yourself. You have more to lose than they do. All right. Jay said, how many times have we heard that about serial unalivers? The neighbor saying he was a nice guy. Yes. Queen laughing at hide the pussy. Jay said he gets off on hurting people that won't work for him. He's sick in the head. Queen said, yes, she said it. Jay Blake said he wants a straight guy, so it won't work. But he can hire somebody. There are men who identify as straight, and they do pay for play, gay for play. That exists.
Oh, wow.
Put y'all up on game. There are straight men who do gay for play. You have straight men out here who do gay corn. So that's what I'm saying. He could easily find one of those men and pay them and write up an agreement have them sign an NDA and do what he want to do. There are a lot of people out here who have extra things going on and they handle it and like a business. Another person I'll give y'all, allegedly, everything I say is allegedly, I don't know these people. LeBron James. LeBron James has extra marital affairs as well. Allegedly, he makes the young ladies sign NDAs. Okay? So he has an agreement with the ladies. We do what we do. I'll break you off a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Go ahead and sign this NDA because you're not going to embarrass me and my wife, Savannah. We got this black love going on. We got this beautiful black family image. And I'm not going to put that in jeopardy for you or anybody. So that's why I feel like I don't really feel too sorry for Tyler, because he has peers that engage in extracurricular activities and they handle it. They take the initiative to protect themselves legally is what I'm trying to articulate. And I feel like Tyler is too successful to be this sloppy. He needs to stop being desperate and stop being sloppy and protect himself. He got too much money. He needs to protect himself and his assets. Now, I know he said he has lawyers on retainers because he always has people trying to sue him. He really I get it. And some of his text messages, even with the other guy, he made like, he wants to be in love. He doesn't want to feel like he's in a transactional relationship. But babes, you're too wealthy. Any relationships you're going to be with, unless they have the same amount of money as you, is going to be transactional. That's just the truth, babes. Unless you dating a man that has as much money as you do, it's going to be transactional. So you need to get the paperwork and make these people sign these agreements and sign this NDA, because you got too much money and you got too much to risk. And I think that this is a hard lesson that Tyler's having to learn. Another person that had to learn, Shannon Sharp. And that whole situation that Shannon Sharp went through, it's aged him. Shannon Sharp, it looked like he's aged at least 5 to 10 years in a matter of months. If y'all look at his recent podcast, he's aged. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Jay said he wants to. Oh, we read that. My side said, now, Sammie, can you call TP up and advise him, please? Y'all send me TP number. TP people, because you never know who watching us. I really be shocked at who be watching us. Like, we have certain people DM us that be like, oh, we like your show. And I be like flabbergasted. So I know there might be somebody on her who may know Tyler. Tell Tyler to call me. Tell Tyler to book a consultation with me. And we can really get this thing set up right. We can get the checks and balances together. Y'all tell TP to call me. Tell TP to call me. Call me. Get the checks and balances. We got to get the checks and balances together. So he can get that pussy in peace. So he can get that pussy in peace. Tyler, call me, TP. TP, call me. TP people. Give him my number. Email in the bio. Email in the description box. Email in the description box. TP, call me. I ain't passing no judgment on that. You like what you like. That's your business. But you too sloppy. You too rich to be this sloppy. I just want you to get the business in order. That's what I'm irritated about. I ain't mad at you like you some pussy. You like that pussy tootsie, that's your business. I just don't like how messy and sloppy you are with it. It's tacky. It's unprofessional. I don't like it. Y'all know I don't like stuff that's tacky and unprofessional and out of order. I like structure. I like checks and balances.
Because at this point,
it's out of order. That's the only thing I'm offended by. A true Capricorn. I like stuff in order. He ain't got it in order. And he needs somebody like me to keep it real with him. He got too many yes people. TP, call me. Hit my email up in the bio. Link in bio. Link in bio. Hit me up. Y'all tell TP to call me. Okay? I know it's somebody that know him. We probably only 1 to 3 degrees of separation between us. We live in Atlanta. And we have all type of people that watch us in the bushes. So I'm for real. If y'all know TP, tell TP to call me. I don't mind signing an NDA to work with him and really counsel and consult with him and get him right. Y'all tell him to call me.
It's too many damn lawsuits.
It's too many damn lawsuits. 77 million. Nigga, I'd do it for 300,000 to help you. Shit. I'd do it for 300,000. Call me, TP. Call me. Link in bio. Call me, TP. All right, Queen said, I love you all. I have to get ready for my 9 p.m. show. Got a research table. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Queen. She said, yes, Shannon looks older. Bye, Queen. Jay said, think about it like a rapist is not about the ex. It's about taking something in a raping way. That's sick. He can't help himself. Yeah, I think it's about power. He has a fetish. Like being able to turn somebody out and dominate them and sway them. It's a kink. It's a power kink. My Ty said, you see me trying to get you a check, period. Yes, my Ty. Thank you, my Ty. She said, he sure does. He needs you in his life. He need me in his corner. He really do. Jay said he needs to be on somebody's couch. I can set that up, too. I can set that up, too. Mary Mill said, Fee is so messy. Yes. He need it. He needs it, y'all, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. He's worked too hard. He got to address this. And I definitely think he definitely need to get back into counseling for sure. For sure. For sure. I'm not negating. I'm not saying that there's not something wrong with him. Obviously, there's something he, it's still trauma from his childhood that he needs to address, obviously. I'm not absolving him of any inappropriate behavior or wrongdoing. I'm not, so we're clear. So he definitely need to sit down and talk to somebody. But I just feel like you 50 plus years old. You've been doing this for 30 years. Like, you should know better. He should know better. And like he's on top of everything else in his life. Like everything else concerning his business, he's on top of. Like he did an interview and he said that when it comes to like payroll, he sits down with his accountant and he goes through his payroll and he approves it before it gets sent out and all of his staff members are paid. That's how meticulous he is. Like he'll sit down and go through the itemized items, like line by line when it comes to like his payroll. Like he'll be like, what is this? What are we paying this for? Where is this money going? Okay, this is the payroll. This is what everybody's getting paid. Okay, when is this going out? How much is this going? Like he will sit down and work with his accountant side by side so that he knows the ins and outs of his business from a financial aspect. So he knows better. So that's why I feel like he really needs to get back into therapy and really get his ish together, because he's on top of his business in every other aspect but this, and he got to stop that. Jay is responding to mine. She said, yes, it makes me so mad that he would throw it all away like this. Yes, Mary Mill said, if he comes out, the lawsuits would stop. Yeah, and that's a good point. I hear what you're saying, Mary, but I feel like because his demographic is primarily Black Christian women, I don't know if he gonna do it. I really don't know if he gonna do it, Mary, because his demographic is Black Christian women. I don't think most people would care. I think we all know what time it is at this point, but I don't know. I just don't think he's comfortable coming out. Maybe he will, but I don't think he wants to upset his demographic. I mean, especially his earlier work, it was very Christian centered. Now he got Beauty and Black, and that's, more worldly. But his core audience are Christian women, Black women. I don't know. Jay said, yeah, just be Medea, man. Pretty much. So I don't know, y'all. I can't imagine how miserable that is, not being able to live in your truth. I definitely, can empathize with him on that. You know, I can't imagine how frustrating that has to be for him to want to live a certain way, but you feel like you can't because of the judgment, the fear, the shame. You know, he's, you know, very close with the Winans and all these other TD Jakes, even though, you know, BB and allegedly, you know, TD Jake. But allegedly, it's still tough. It's still really, really, really tough. So I don't know, y'all. I just feel like Tyler he's too far up to be this sloppy, and he got to get it together. He got to get it together. So I don't know, y'all. I thought we had got this settled with the first accuser, but now we got the second one who put out his statement. I don't know. It's just crazy times we living in. We don't know what's gonna happen with Nesto. Manny gonna be getting beat up. She gonna get run up on allegedly if she don't slow a roll with these crazy folks out here. It's just a lot going on in the world. It's just a lot going on in the world, y'all. A lot going on. Oh, another. Okay. Two more things I wanted to talk to y'all about because I'm long overdue. So this has been a long live. So this will probably be like a 2-hour live, birthday live. I also wanted to talk to y'all about Ray J. Anybody see what happened with Ray J on Thanksgiving Day when him and his estranged wife, Princess Love, Ray J Brandy brother? What do y'all think about that? We talked about that. I don't know if y'all joining live with Ray J, but Ray J was not able to see his children for Christmas because of him showing his on Thanksgiving. Thank God. Thank God. But that situation is crazy. That situation is crazy. Him pulling out a pow pow on the mother of his child and her friend and her cousin. Just crazy. I'm happy that he wasn't able to see the children. Because Princess was holding her baby in her arms when he pulled the pow pow out on her and threatened to pow pow her. So I'm glad he wasn't around for Christmas. That was crazy. I think that Ray J is another person that needs to probably be in inpatient treatment that people make excuses for, people enable, and they just let him get away with anything just for clicks and views. I think that's another one. Jay said, yeah, that was scary and triggering. It was very triggering and very, very scary. Because you can tell that that's why Princess had that baby, so that he wouldn't pow pow her. He needs help. That's another one that we keep seeing in the news for the same behavior over and over again, and nothing is changing. Thank you, Miss Red Diva. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's another person. We just kicking it. We done talked about a bunch of stuff. So once this live is over, please go back and watch the replay. I did a birthday haul, talked about what I did for my birthday. Now we just shooting the breeze, catching up. We got a lot of catching up to do. But that's another thing. And then another thing, Jay said, and that's how people get hurt coming over to help. Yes, that's true. Also, please hit the like button as you're coming in. Please double tap the screen. If you are watching the replay, hey, how you doing? Thank you so much. Please hit the like button and double tap the screen. Yes, Jay, that's how a lot of people get hurt, you know, coming over to those DV situations, trying to help their family member, and then they end up getting hurt, you know. So I feel like Ray is just, he's a danger to the people around him. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He is a danger. He is. I hate to say that, but it is what it is. My time said Ray J does way too much. Yes, he does. He does entirely too much. He does. He does. And I feel like even though he should have still been in jail, I feel like he's finally getting held accountable for his behavior. And it's long overdue, in my opinion. Yes, he needs help. It's long overdue. I feel like he acts out for the attention, obviously, and for the clicks and views. Like he was drunk one night and he said that Diddy had took his behind. And he was like, oh, I was just playing. I didn't mean to say that. I was just mocking Little Rob, one of Diddy's male accusers from the documentary. Diddy didn't do that to me. But just saying stupid crap like that on live, that Diddy took his butt. Talking about he was mocking one of Diddy's male accusers being funny. That's just stupid. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Who does that? So just stuff like that. It just makes me. He needs inpatient treatment, and he don't need to be around them kids because he's not in his right mind. Yes, my son. He needs a couch. TP need a couch too. Tyler Perry need a couch. TP call me. Need to get that business squared away. Now I'll help you find a good therapist for sure. But my side said Ray J wasn't playing. He said he was, but why would a grown man scream out or joke about another man taking his behind? I ain't finna play like that. I don't play like that. I don't think that's funny to mock somebody that's been through something like that. I think that's disgusting. I think it's dehumanizing, and it's just gross. I don't play like that, but Ray J thought that that was funny to say. I don't agree with it. So I'm happy that he wasn't able to see them kids for Christmas. I hope that Princess is able to get that TPO. It lasts a long time, and that if and or when, you know, Ray J gets visitation with the kids, I personally believe it need to be supervised, because y'all remember how Princess said that the one time she let Ray J keep the kids overnight by himself, the kids walked in on him naked in the bed with another woman. So I just don't think Ray J is, I don't think he's a fit parent, in my opinion. And I don't think his kids are safe in his presence. I just don't. My side said, drunk people tell you the truth. Child, you said it, not me. Ray J was at a lot of those Diddy parties. Ray J was at a lot of them Diddy parties. I don't know. And they be on them substances allegedly. So anything goes. You just never know. You just never know at them parties. So I don't know. All right. One last thing I want to talk to y'all about, and then I'm going to go. What did y'all think about the Tamar Braxton, Mendeecees, and Funky Dineva situation? Did y'all hear about that? So if you didn't hear about that, let me give you a brief synopsis of what went down. So earlier this year, Funky Dineva, a YouTuber, he was starting to develop a budding friendship with Tamar Braxton from the Braxton Family Values, Toni Braxton's younger sister. And, you know, they were building a good friendship, hanging out here around Atlanta, going out for drinks, partying, kicking it, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So earlier this year, well, no, in the summer, Tamar Braxton made a post on Instagram talking about how she went out the night before to celebrate a friend's birthday, and she came home, passed out, and woke up and didn't remember what happened, and some of her teeth were missing. And she didn't know what led up to that event. She don't know. All she remembered was just going out with a friend to celebrate their birthday. And she came home, she passed out. She woke up in the morning. She had some teeth missing. She said she almost went up to glory. And she doesn't know what happened. She didn't remember what happened that night prior that led up to her passing out and losing her teeth, missing her teeth. So when the story first broke, everybody could see on social media that Tamar was hanging out the night before with Funky Dineva, who is a very popular YouTuber on here. Shout out to him. So a lot of people was looking at Funky Dineva sideways, like, you know, what happened to her? You know, you were out with her the night before celebrating your birthday, and then she wakes up the next morning talking about she almost passed away, and, you know, she broke her teeth, missing some teeth, and she don't know what happened to her, and da 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 da. And so Funky Deneva came out and was like, I don't know what happened to that lady. Yes, we hung out the night before for my birthday. It was me, her, some more of our mutual friends. We just celebrated my birthday, kicking it. Once the night in, we all went home in a shared Uber. The Uber dropped her off at her condo. Then I got out the Uber, got in my car, and went home. When I saw her, she was going up to her condo. She was good. And then I got in my car and went home. So I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what transpired to cause her to pass out and then wake up with her teeth missing, right? So a lot of speculation was going on. Funky Deneva was claiming he didn't know what happened. Tamar was saying she didn't know what happened to her. She just woke up, teeth were missing. She almost lost her life. So everybody started getting in a frenzy. Like, what did Funky Deneva do? Did he have something to do with it allegedly, right? And Tamar, she just so happened to be dropping her album and her movie that was based on her album around that time. So instead of clearing things up and, clearing Funky Deneva of any wrongdoing, she was basically going along with the rumors, and it was going crazy on social media where people were speculating and alleging that Funky Deneva did something to her. So instead of her clearing it up and saying, no, he didn't do anything to me, nor did he let anything happen to me as my friend, she stayed quiet and used all of the attention that she was getting for going viral for making this Instagram post to help give her more free promotion for her album and her movie. Now, check this out. The leading man in her movie that's based around her album was Mendeecees. And we all know Mendeecees from Love and Hip Hop. He was fake married to Yandy Smith, right? They was originally on Love and Hip Hop New York, and now they're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now we know that they were never really married. They never turned in the paperwork because Mendeecees, he had a really high restitution fine when he went to federal prison. And plus, he owed a lot of back child support. He has multiple children by multiple women. So they never legally got married because Yandy wanted to protect her assets, which is smart. So Mendeecees was playing the leading man in Tamar's music video and her movie that was based around her album to promote her album. So all this time, Tamar is letting everybody speculate and blame Funky Deneva. People are blaming him, giving him hate comments, talking about he allegedly did something to Tamar, let something happen. And Tamar was not clearing it up. She was just steady going on about her business, pushing her album, pushing her little movie, her little Tubi movie, to get the clicks and views. So Funky Deneva started to get upset because he's like, you're my friend. Why are you allowing these people to speculate that I would ever do something to harm you or to put you in harm's way or to abandon you and let something happen to you? You need to come out and clear the air and let them know that I had no wrongdoing. I had no part of what happened to you. Well, Tamar didn't want to do that, right? So he cussed her out, read her for filth in the summer. Then he left it alone. Then a few months later, Tamar does an interview on a podcast, and she brings this story up again. Basically talking about, she was out with somebody who she thought was her friend, and she still didn't know what ended up happening to her. So that got the ish started all over again. I got Funky Deneva heated all over again because he was like, I was already pissed at you, but I said I was just going to leave it alone because I know you already mentally unstable when you do stuff for attention. So I'm going to just I'm going to let you be and just stop fooling with you. We just not going to be friends no more, We cool, but I'm just not going to fool with you like that because, you tripping, doing stuff for attention. So he was laying low, leaving her alone. But then she did this interview recently and it got it started again. So this time Funky Deneva says, you know what, since you still trying to play like I had some wrongdoing or not clear my name of any wrongdoing, I'm gonna tell the tea. And Funky Deneva revealed that Tamar has been messing around with Mendeecees. Now Mendeecees did an interview recently on a radio station in Atlanta stating that him and Yandy are no longer together. Now mind you, him and Yandy Smith were never legally married. They were never legally married, but they were just living as husband and wife. They even had two ceremonies, acting like they were getting married. They had 2 different weddings, even though they were never legally married. They basically were just getting married for the show. So Mendices recently did an interview and said him and Yandy have been separated for a year. They're not together. I say it's more like 2 years because I've been seeing Mendices out here in Atlanta on dates and doing his thing. He's very handsome in person, by the way. But I've been seeing Mendices out in the spot. That ain't allegedly. I seen that with my own 2 eyes. And I seen him lead a club with a young lady one night. Anyway. So, Funky Deneva revealed that Mendices and Tamar had been messing around. And that the real reason that Funky Deneva did not walk Tamar up to her condo after they ended the night from celebrating his birthday and they were all getting out the Uber. He was getting out the Uber to go to his car because he parked at Tamar's condo. And Tamar was getting out the Uber and walking up to her condo. The reason he didn't go upstairs with Tamar was because Mendices went upstairs with her. And Funky Deneva said while him and Tamar and Mendices and their friend were in the Uber leaving the venue to go back to Tamar's place once the night ended, Tamar was sitting on Mendices' lap. He was rubbing and kissing on her. They was making out. So that's the real reason why Funky Deneva did not, check on her at the end of the night or watch over her at the end of the night because she had obviously been drinking. She was lit. He thought that she was okay because she was going upstairs with Mendices. So Tamar and Mendices been messing around for a hot little minute. What y'all think about that? Now, when Funky Deneva first told the story, when he exposed it, Tamar said that wasn't true. Now that Mendices has gone on the radio here in Atlanta and confirmed that he's no longer with Yandy, now Tamar's saying, see, did I lie? Did I lie? See, y'all said I was messing with a married man. He ain't married. Bitch, we didn't know that at the time. A hot mess. A hot mess. So, and some people saw Yandy and Tamar out together, holding hands, booed up at the St. Regis here in Atlanta. So it was just a hot mess, y'all. It was a hot mess. Now, to be fair, Mendices has been outside for the last 2 years. It ain't been no year. He been doing him. Tamar, let me see. Jay said, no, Call Me Darling said, Tamar is a loser. Jay said, a hot mess. I agree. Tamar is very messy. She's very messy, and she's very sneaky, and I think she's very selfish, in my opinion. And I wouldn't trust her as far as I can throw her. Sorry. I think she's very beautiful. I think she's very talented, but she's somebody you would need to watch. But that's why Funky Deneva and Tamar fell out, because he was trying to protect her and not spill her tea about messing with Mendices. But because, Tamar refused to clear the air and allow people to think that Funky Deneva did something to her, he was just like, F it. If you're not going to have my back, I'm going to tell your tea. She messing around with Mendices. Jay said, me either. Call Me Darling said, her drama overshadows her talent. I have a hard time supporting her. I agree. Tamar is so talented, but she really got to stay on top of her medication. She can't be mixing that medication with alcohol. That's not a good mix. And she got to calm down. I really think Tamar just had too much to drink that night. Probably allegedly had some other substances. And she is on medication. I think she may be bipolar allegedly, and she is on medication. So, when you take a medication like that, you cannot mix it with alcohol and other substances. That's a big no-no. And I personally allegedly think, hypothetically, that may have been what happened. And that's what caused her to pass out and black out and wake up with some teeth missing. I think that's what happened. I didn't believe for 1 second that Funky didn't even did something to her. My side says Tamar is one in the lineup. Yeah, Jay Blake says she needs to sit down. I do too. I do too. I think she's doing too much. And I just think she needs to just step away from the men and just work on her. She does way too much. But that was a crazy situation. And I think it's just a good lesson about, you know, being mindful who you associate yourself with and the lengths that people will go to get attention. I think more than anything, Tamar is an attention whore. She'll do anything for attention. And she don't care who she hurts or who she inconveniences in the process. And that's why I feel like you can't trust her as far as you can throw her. Anybody that do something like that is not trustworthy, in my opinion. And I feel like you got to watch them. I just do. You got to watch people like that. That would try to sacrifice you in order to uplift themselves, put themselves up. Because she was basically let this lie go on just so her album could sell. And I'm like, I ain't hearing nobody talk about her album. Is anybody hearing somebody say, ooh, that Tamar Braxton album, baby, every record on there good. You got to get it. I ain't hearing nobody talk about her album like that. So I just think she did all of that for nothing personally. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I mean, after this whole situation, hearing what happened, do y'all want to listen to the album? Cause I haven't listened to it. I'm personally turned off from her. Now I was with her when she was reading her sisters. She was gathering them together. Cause they some haters. They are. I will give Tamar for that. But with this whole Funky Deneva situation, it's put a bad taste in my mouth with her. Call Me Darling says she needs attention all the time. She's going to be a mess if you are getting more attention than her. I can't roll with women like that. They are male-centered and dangerous. I agree. I definitely think she's dangerous, for sure. After that stunt she pulled with Funky. Jay said, I already felt it was going to be more to the story. Yeah. She said, not aware. I ain't heard nothing about the album. Call Me Darling said they were dragging Funky so bad. Yes, they were. My side said her sisters always said she needs too much attention. Jay Blake said, nope. Yeah. She definitely is an attention whore. She is. She is. And you know what? I think all of the Braxton sisters are male-centered. I mean, just looking at Trina with her husband, Vaughn. Yuck. He is just, that whole dynamic is just very interesting if you watch their YouTube channel. I think all of the sisters are male-centered. Her sister Tawanda. Now check this out. We did a live maybe a year or two ago talking about Tawanda and how her fiance, told her, he prefers that she's bald, and she struggled with alopecia anyway, so she went bald. And how he didn't really care for the wigs and the hair pieces. Y'all tell me why when Tawanda got married this year, her husband got a hairpiece. Now, Tawanda and her husband both were bald, right? She was bald due to alopecia. I guess he was bald due to hair loss or just his preference. And he was getting on to her about not liking her wearing wigs and stuff. And told her, you beautiful, just rock the baldy. So she rocking the bald hair because her man said he like it. Then her man, he turned around and get a hairpiece his damn self after he tell her he don't like her wearing a wig. All of them girls have poor taste in men. They all do. It's not just Tamar. Do I think that they do things intentionally to trigger Tamar? Yes. Do I think that Tamar is unstable and attention seeker? Yes. I think all of those things are true. Yes, Call Me Darling. He a hater. I wish I would let a ninja convince me to do that, and then he turn around and get him a hairpiece. To me, that's very narcissistic and controlling, but what do I know? So yeah, y'all. So those are the things that's been going on that I've been seeing, that I've been wanting to talk to y'all about. Oh, I also wanted to talk about Candy and Todd, going back to them. Y'all, I hate to say it, but Mama Joyce was right about Todd. I hate to say it. Mama Joyce was right about Todd. Aunt Bertha was right. It was a scheme set up by Todd to come up with the bullshit. And I hate that. I hate that because I really, really like Todd and Candy together. I hate that Todd and Candy are separating. I hope that they can work it out. I know they did spend Christmas together. Um, I don't know. The way Todd is wanting to contest this prenup after he signed it on camera on the show, stating that, you know, he understood the terms of the agreement, the document. He didn't feel like he was under duress or anything. And now he's saying he needs to challenge it. He didn't have his lawyers with him. I don't know, y'all. And then just looking at some of the clips going viral on TikTok from Todd's YouTube show from 2023, 2022. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what y'all saying. My side said, do you think Tony married Birdman for a check? I think she likes him as a friend, and I think she married him from a check. Yes. Tony and Birdman have been friends for like, what, 20, 25 years? That's how long she's been knowing Birdman, for like 20, 25 years. I also think him having money helps as well. Call Me Darling said, I feel like social media is making Candy's divorce messy. It's definitely not helping. Thank you, Miss MJ, for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Call Me Darling said, people need to realize that they don't know their real life. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know. I hope that Candy and Todd are able to work something out, because I did like them together. I did. But with him trying to contest that, challenge that prenup, it's making me side eye him. And then I'm looking at them old clips from his YouTube channel from 2-3 years ago, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know about Todd. I just don't know. But I hope they work it out. I do. I do. It's just a lot going on in the world, y'all. Like Nesto say. It's a lot going on in the world, y'all. So yeah, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. We've been on live for what? Over 2 hours. This was fun. This was a good birthday live. Let me see. Call Me Darlings. Yeah, people need to. I read that already. Okay, cool. So yeah, y'all. I don't know. It's a lot going on in the world. I'm gonna keep my ears to the street with this Nesto thing. We'll see what we get in 2026. We'll see what we get with Nesto. I don't know. I am going to continue to be following this Cecil case with what is it? Tangi or Tangi? Tangi. Rest in peace to her. That's such an unfortunate story. Manny need to keep her ass at home instead of going down there messing with them unalivers and people. It's scary. And I think she putting herself at risk. I think Manny's she's stupid for going down there to visit Cecil. It just is dangerous. Let me see. Call Me Darling said, I promise you Candy's going to make an appearance with her girlfriend soon. A lot of people have been saying that, Call Me Darling, that Candy allegedly has a girlfriend. She'll be coming out soon. I've seen that. I've seen that. She's currently on Broadway as well, so we'll see what 2026 brings. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Oh, Monta said, I miss my Sammie Nicole and FeeFee. Oh, you're so sweet. Jay Blake said, it was so good seeing you. Thanks for sharing a little bit of your birthday with us. Absolutely. Yes. Thank y'all for rocking out with me, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get on off of here. This has been fun. If you came in late, excuse me, please go back and catch the beginning. I shared some of my birthday goodies. We had a good talk about Nesto, Manny, all the shenanigans on YouTube. So please go back and watch the replay and make sure you hit the like button. Comment on said, we miss you, ladies. Don't stay away too long. Have a happy new year. Thank you. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Happy new year to you guys. And I will catch you guys later. All right. Happy new year. And thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Bye, y'all.